check the sound also. Okay, it's going properly. Okay, very good afternoon, everybody. We are live now, and this is the first part of our digital portfolio demonstration. This time we have decided to have it in three parts. In three sections, we are going to have the digital portfolio demonstrations. All the semester 4 students are sitting here with their portfolios ready to be demonstrated. We also very warmly welcome the students from Monpara Arts College. Monpara Arts College, no? Yes, yeah. Okay. Yes, so you all are also very warmly welcomed. We are very thankful to your teacher for bringing you all here for this day. So initially we will have a brief introduction about digital portfolio, and then we will ask students in the first round to speak or share something about what is the best part of their digital portfolio. Subsequently, as the day will move on in the second and the third part, we will have various other sections of digital portfolio to be explored. At the end of the day, we will try to see how many of the other people, your friends, your virtual friends, your relatives have evaluated your digital portfolio and what is your scoring and other things also. So in this three phase, we are going to have this. So first of all, let us have a brief introduction of digital portfolio. Let me share a screen. Okay, so a brief introduction to digital portfolio. We take it as a part of archival and curation of works produced in classroom environment. So as a student, in whatever standard you are, right from the school days to the university days, there are a lot many things which you are producing in the class, lot many activities you conduct in the class. But all those activities, if they are digitally produced or documented, then there is a chance of archiving it at one place and then later on curating it. So this, when you do at one particular place, which is digitally visible to everybody, then we can say that you are making a digital portfolio of your academic and co-curricular activities. So it is a kind of a digital record or repository of your academic journey. So 2 years of academic journey in masters, and whatever work you are doing, how well are you documenting that? So that is the part of digital portfolio. So why these things are necessary or why we need to do this? So we have to see that how students work with digital content, how they produce digital content, how they understand what is digital writing. And now we go beyond writing into making of videos also. So how well are you able to make video resources as a part of your academic activities? Then uploading those things. Normally we find that we are very good downloaders, but we are not uploaders. We keep on downloading so many things from the net resources, but we rarely are good uploaders. We may be uploaders in terms of birthdays and other things, or in marriages, like 5 days to go and 7 days to go, a series of content is uploaded on Instagram and various social media platforms. But academically, how active are we? Non-academically, in a social environment, we do contribute a lot by whatever we are doing. But when it comes to our academic life, we rarely find that students are alert that you may be judged on the basis of what you are doing on your social media. Are you using social media only as a time pass activity, or is it a kind of a repository of your academic activities or not? So not only social media is a place where you upload the thing, but you have your own blog, you may have your YouTube channel, and then ultimately you have your own website also. So when we tell people, like teachers also, that do you have your website? Then most of the people are like shocked that, well, website, should we have a website? Well, we say that our students, they all have their websites, and not from this era, but almost for last 10 to 12 years they have it. Whether they are using it or not is a different story. But we try to tell them that you are in 21st century, you are a citizen of 21st century, you should have your website wherein you reflect your academic life. Academic life should be documented. So that once you have that, how to curate it, how to archive it. If right from the college days, if you have come here with your digital portfolios, then in the masters we will say now how to curate those things. It is already there. So how the curation of that can be done. Then how you classify or reclassify your information in different forms. For example, right now we told that classify the literature that you have studied in last 5 years in terms of how many novels have you studied, how many poems have you studied. Later on, if you are good in this, then we can take you to a different level where we can say that now classify according to themes, now classify according to characters, now classify into any other creative, innovative idea that comes in your mind. But still we know that we are not able to take everybody at that level where they innovatively classify what they study as a part of literature. That is still. So we go up till genre studies. At least genre, if you can identify that this was fiction, this was non-fiction, this was novel, short story, poems, then also it will be a good achievement. So we are not satisfied with only that. Our goals are much higher, but depending upon how the students are working, we can tell them that there is still another mountain to be climbed. If you reach at that mountain, then we can show there is still one more mountain. But if you are not able to climb one mountain, how can we make you see where is the another mountain which is to be still climbed there? So that way, classification, reclassification of everything that one can do here. A bit of a background for this idea of digital portfolio. As we have said that we move into the environment of being uploaders on the net resources. That is very important point. Second last, that from downloaders to uploaders, if you want to develop that culture among people who are normal citizens also, not only academicians or teachers, but even normal, then we have to first tell them that we all can be uploaders of good content, quality content also. Once you get that faith in yourself or that confidence, then it may become easy later on in your professional life to continuously be uploader. So that is one goal that we try to look at the things here. The entire education system is moving towards learner-centered education system, where now students as such do not require to ask for everything to their teachers. Though we are very lucky, we live in such a kind of a background, this backward area where students still come to us to ask that how to do this and how to do that. Otherwise, if you ask the same question to Google or now even Chat GPT, you can get a better answer than your teachers can give. But we are lucky that our students are not that smart. So they keep on coming and asking us every time for simple things. And so we may feel very proud that, oh, I have given an answer. But back in the mind, very deep in the mind, you feel that, well, these kinds of things Google can also answer. Why are these people asking me? I am here to answer something which Google cannot answer. I am here for the answer which Chat GPT cannot give. So when our students will ask me something that Chat GPT or Google fails to answer, so I prepare myself for that. Slowly our students also will prepare themselves for those things. So learner-centered, teachers' role is minimizing a lot, or it is changing drastically also, and we have to make everybody ready for that. So when you are working on digital content, you realize that lot many qualitative content is available online, and you may get so much of qualitative information and data as well as knowledge from internet resources if you are aware about this. When we are doing these presentations, and you all have uploaded your presentations also, videos also, or PPTs also, we have made all those remarks that are you able to reach to a quality content, or you are just getting information from something that is for school kids. Somebody in the school also are learning Shakespeare. So are you downloading their essays and working on that, or are you moving towards very qualitative? That we try to highlight. So when you go to your sources, we come to know what is your source of information. If it is not qualitative, your content can never be qualitative. Though you may not realize that right now, that whether your content is qualitative or not, but we can visualize that if your content will not be of good quality, then the end result will never be there. As Bharat Muni has given the example of food, for us, we can use the same example that if your food is having a nutritious quality, then only you will have a very long, healthy life. Otherwise, as soon as you will start entering into 40s or 50s, you will start fumbling down. Then things will not work. So, right from the childhood, in your youth days, if you have given a qualitative food to your body, it will run for a longer duration of time. Then people will realize. So, if your source is very poor, your content will remain poor. You may get good score and marks in MA or in BA also, but a longer journey, which is of academic life, where you may perhaps falter also. Uh, from isolated learner to collaborative learner, when you work on this, you know that you have to ask your friends so many things. Otherwise, you will not ask them that I am getting good percentage or I know this, I know this website, I will prepare. So we remain isolated learner. But when you work into this environment, you have to take help of so many people. So sometimes you may realize that if somebody is coming for a help to you, you may also realize that had there not been this kind of a system, these people would never ask me anything. They are asking because there is this system of Google Class and thinking activity and this and that, and so people are asking. Otherwise, we will remain in our own ivory tower. We will remain in our own prison and we will unlock it inside that nobody can open. So our aham or ahankar also gets melted away when we have a kind of a system where we become a better human being, where we help each other. We understand the very worth of collaborating with everybody also, which is the key thing into digital era also. So active to interactive learners and users to not only users but creators and contributors that one can also become by this. It is said, higher education goals, that university's job is not only to prepare people for jobs. It is not that you only get ready for the jobs, but to produce citizens who learn to think for themselves. That is very important. So if you have before you last 5 years of your literature that you have studied, BA 3 years and 2 years of masters, can you think about all those things in your own way now? The way you were taught in UG and now after PG, do you have that sense of looking in your own way? So thinking about content and then about life and the affairs in the life also, that how you can have your own way, not just humans who can be programmed to follow someone else's code. So you become an individual human where you will not easily go down or go upstairs and do thali bajao because somebody has told you to do that. You will not become a puppet of somebody who will just wind a key and you will start playing a drum. You have seen the monkey playing a drum. So if that happens, then university's goal is achieved in educating people. So maybe this portfolio, when you work in a larger way with the literature that you have studied, because there is nothing as good as literature which can make individual humans free from all these kinds of conditioning or programming. You learn language in such a way that you are never ever swayed away by the language of anybody. You always ask questions to the kind of a language that comes to you. So then you will not be programmed by anybody's language to do what they want you to do. But in your own way, you will think that why should I do this? If you are convinced that this is good to do, this is helpful to do, then you will walk on that path or you will do that also. 5 years of literature, if it is in your mind, you can now view that in a better way and understand this role of university also. Herbert Gurjoy has also observed that the new education must teach the individual how to classify, reclassify information and how to look at problems from a new direction, how to teach oneself. Self-learning is very important, which we have referred. That is what is supported here by the other observers also. Holly Clark has also observed way back in 2015 that it is necessary now that all the students curate, archive, expand on the work that they are producing in the class. They should, today's education also should help students authentically learn important digital citizenship lessons also. So you become very much aware that the digital tools are to be used in a very effective manner. It should not be like wastage of time. Many times we have to comment you that you are allowed to keep mobiles in the class or every time you have. But if you are diverted in that, you are slightly smiling, then we can see that you are not in the class. You are somewhere else. So that is to be avoided. Now, if you fail to do that, then there will be an institute which will put a blanket rule that no mobiles in the class. Even teachers will support that, yes, no mobiles in the class, because students are still not understanding what is the worth of this. So they are misusing that. So your responsibility also is very high when you are allowed some kinds of freedoms in the classroom, which many of you yourself can look at yourself and you can realize that how many times you have betrayed the faith of the teacher on you. The teacher has allowed you, so you deserve the environment where the things are not allowed. And you can ask the UG teacher students that how difficult it is to carry mobile phone in the class, or even the teacher, they have to take so many permissions if they have to allow students to do some activities also. But sometimes we feel that because we deserve that kind of an environment, we are not mature enough to understand how to be a digital citizen also. So education must help students internalize core subject, that is very, very important part there. But at the same time, digital literacy also is very important. So digital literacy is not without understanding literature or having literary sensibility. That is prime. That is very, very important. But along with that, a skill also is required to live in 21st century, and that is the digital skill that one should always have with oneself. I'm skipping this part here. A few years back, almost a decade back, UNESCO has recommended to all the academic institutes that you have to transform your pedagogy towards this way, that you are creating innovative learning environments. And to do this, to create innovative learning environments, a specialization in the use of ICT is necessary on a part of teachers, obviously. But not only teachers, students also. Students should not be a passive people who are just sitting there and watching the screen. Whatever is shown by the teacher, if students are just seeing, they are not using ICT. They are very passive. They should be doing something. They should be writing their blogs. They should be doing online tests and activities. They should be preparing their websites and digital portfolios. Lot many things they also should be doing. Then this is achieved, not only when teachers are using that. Most of our academic institutes, they also tell that we use ICT, but there is only teachers using ICT. Not all, the students, the other part is still lacking also. When we want to think of ICT, we have to keep this two things in mind very carefully, that technology is not the destination, it is the path. Our destination is to study literature in a proper way and then to develop human capacities in a better way. Just knowing I know how to make PPT or how to make blog or how to make a video or how to like make a website is not the goal. It is the path through which something else is to be reflected. So now what you do with your YouTube channel, now what you do with your digital website or a blog, that is where you reflect yourself as a human being. And that is very important part to be seen. So never to be confused with the idea that if students know PPT or how to make website, the goal is achieved. No, it is not achieved. Now what are you going to do with those blogs and YouTube channels and other things? That will play a very significant role. And that is about raising awareness, start conversations, find answers, join partners, change minds, make a difference, take action, drive a change. These things are necessary, that when people try to do, then it is very effective also. Technology, when it is used, we have to keep in mind that it is not arbitrary or random. It should be very much planned. When you use technology and when you integrate technology, use means suddenly I found one video today and I take in the class and show that, let us say this video. This is random use of the things. Integration means it is very much planned right from the first day, that the first day students are coming, when the last day they will take an exit from your institute, how many things they will have in their hand, and so what they will have to do. So as you know that when you come here to pay your fees, the first QR code is given to you. This is your last QR code. That first one was prepared by department. This you are preparing. Now this itself is a great achievement. that you scan the QR code which was given by department. Now you are giving a QR code for others to be scanned, and you say that, well, this 2 years, see what we have done. This is not a kind of a lesser achievement. And to achieve this kind of achievement in city like Bhavnagar, with students like you all, where every day for simple thing you have to send so many reminders, give your evaluation, give your timestamp. So even several reminders, like I suggest, I made this point in the semester 2 presentation, that it seems that you have hired me as a secretary. Our personal secretary will message that you have to do this, then we will do. We will not do before that. So you think like once the teacher, our secretary will put a message and then we will do. Till then you will not do. So with this group of people to work and to achieve this kind of goal is not something very simple as such also. So right, that page also which you have written, what is literature, is also given to you. So these students can see that. You can ask them that, where is that your first page when you wrote what is literature, and now what you are writing as what is literature. You have to compare. And when you see that, you yourself can grow, or you can feel now how your understanding in 2 years has changed. And if you feel that no, nothing has changed, then it is our fault that we are not able to make that change. It also happens because you constantly remain absent in the class. Then it is very difficult for us to make those changes. If you remain present in the class, or you do all the activities, then the change we can make. Otherwise, we can't drive the change. We can't change your minds if you constantly remain absent or anything. This is also the other part of the story also. And so among all the students, we can't make a change also. Among all the students, it is very difficult to see that everybody would be improving their performance in various capacity. That is still not achieved, even if we plan everything. But that is the plan. So everything that you will do, there will be thinking activity, there will be online test. At the end of each and every unit, there will be thinking activity and online test. Online test marks are also documented, and you are preparing charts on that also. So whatever numbers of online tests you have appeared in, all the marks you are putting as a chart in your digital portfolio. So it is not wasted. None of the works are wasted away. That is how the planning is done. That is what we call integration of technology. If you normally when we were doing earlier in pen and paper mode, tests are taken, online tests, everything is taken, but then everything goes in dustbin. Every Diwali, there is the cleaning of the homes and departments, and then everything goes in dustbin. So all the works of the students within a year or two will go in dustbin. Now it goes where D is there, but it is digital portfolio. This is a different kind of a dustbin. For many, it will be dustbin only, because even those who are sitting right now here, you will never see this dustbin after today. You will never peep in. That is my experience of last 10 years, that then they never go back to see what you have done in the dustbin. Because if you have not done good work, we don't like to go back again to see what we have done. So that is what, if you go back, it means you have done good work. If you have not done good work, you will never go back to watch your video or your PPT or your blog or any of your websites also. So how you plan the entire thing, that it can be integrated also. Very quickly, for the evaluation of the things, what you have to see, or what you might have kept as a part in your digital portfolio also. But do you also understand that or no? That is very important. Though we keep on telling even semester 2 students that if you attend the things and listen carefully, then you will be able to implement it in a proper way also. If not, then it is very difficult. Last moment, it is very difficult to implement the things. That what is the evaluation pattern of digital portfolio? One form is given to you, and that form you have to tell other people also to evaluate the thing. But I think laymen cannot understand those things. Laymen cannot understand what are this thing. So if somebody is asking you that, explain me this question, so how will you explain that question also? That way you have to understand the part of this. So we tend to think that our core idea, general idea of digital portfolio is also very important, but what we try to do is that we try to develop 4 types of thinking skills among the students when they work with this digital portfolio here. So along with mastering the core subject of literature, how these 4 types of thinking skills can be mastered, that we have to see here. First is the questions will be there, that is there integrative thinking or not? Does your digital portfolio display your integrative thinking? Integrative thinking is the ability and habit to recognize relationships among ideas and experiences that are not routinely thought of as related. So some ideas that you study in literature, and then you have an experience in life also. How those ideas are related? Do you every day check that this is what I studied in literature, and this is what I have experienced in my life? How those ideas are related? So integrative thinking is the ability to recognize relationships among ideas and experiences that are not routinely thought of as related. So okay, there was this internet spike. Now I think we are connected again. Okay, let me share again. Is it shared? Are you able to see this screen? Yeah, is there? Okay. So when the time comes that like there is an exam result and we fail, can we take that this is the result of my karma only, or we tend to blame others? So when we fail to achieve something in life, and then what happens? Whether that book or that literary text helps us in seeing the things in a different way, or we start blaming. Most of the times when we fail, we start blaming others. So it means that the ideas fail in real world. That is how we can see how to integrate. So good many ideas comes in literature. How do we check them or integrate them? Thinking in context is the ability or habit of seeking connections between what you learned in college with the subjects of debate discussion in a wider world also. The same way, this also will talk about your academic journey. Your assignments, presentations, videos. So this also you have to tell that this is my academic journey. 5 years we want, but if 2 years also you have given, that is good enough. We want the 5 years journey, 3 years of BA and 2 years of this, but even that is done, that is fine. This as your professional brand, digital portfolio as your professional brand. When somebody may ask you that tell us something about you, and you may say that, well, I am sharing a link about me. You better have a look at who am I or what I have done. If you have that confidence, then you are using this as a professional brand. That now if somebody is asking me about you, then you can say that, well, this is I would like to share, and you can get the things from here also. Digital citizenship, we have seen earlier also, one of the parameter is that when you Google yourself, what comes about you? When you Google yourself, what comes about you. That can be one of the parameters, that are your academic life coming as a Google result when you search yourself or not. Very important point is portfolios help students develop a sense of belonging and to own their learning. This is what people say, that when people work with digital portfolio, then students starts owning their learning. They are very proud of their learning, their digital portfolios, their videos and everything also. But whether this happens or not, that first you have to ask yourself also. Are you proud of your activities that you have done? Do you like to flaunt it again and again to the people that this is what I have done? Here, that is how it is. So that is whether that happens or not, that you can see. The others can ask you also that how do you own it? How, in what manner, that you can reflect also. And it says that people say it also boosts self-confidence of learners. So that also, again, first you have to ask yourself whether do you feel confident about yourself with the help of digital portfolio or not. So that becomes the important part here for the evaluation also. So these are some of the aspects under which the evaluation of digital portfolio is to be done, and some of the larger goals of digital portfolios also. Now, very quickly, we will have to take a round of asking the students about what is the best part that you can reflect in your digital portfolio. So those who are ready to say, you have to share the screen, and tell only 2 you will have only 2 to 3 minutes to do that. Yeah, who will be the first one? Yes, okay. Yeah, unmute yourself. Yeah.
So I'm sharing my screen about. So I hope my screen is visible.
You have to remove somebody first, so you can add the screen. Let me add. It is there.
Okay. So I'm going from my digital portfolio. I'm going to share the section of my NCC life, as I have been a naval cadet. I'm sharing the screen because my NCC life was majorly in the lockdown period, due to which I could not do major of the national camps. But it has helped me to grow a lot in my personality, and helped me to instill a lot of qualities like leadership, discipline, sense of responsibility, and punctuality. It has shaped me to work in a way, or pushed me to do work in a perfect way, the way to the best level, to which I can reach. The first time I prepared a video was as a task of NCC. So NCC also pushed me to face the camera and to make videos. The achievements which I got in the NCC developed me and motivated me that I can perform the leadership quality. I can perform leadership. I have the qualities and the achievements. I have also received. I have also secured first rank in NCC C certificate, which motivated that I can also be better in co-curriculum and curriculum. These are some of my photographs. The photograph is receiving the Best Cadet Award and receiving my C certificate as a topper. These are the certificates. This is the trophy for which I was felicitated in the Yuva Samman Mahotsav. This is some of the photos, and this is the video which shows the journey of my NCC on my YouTube channel. This is my NCC batch.
Okay. Okay, fine. So that is one aspect of the digital portfolio which you wanted to showcase. So in this round, we are taking what is one best thing that you would like to very proudly talk about yourself, which you have put in your digital portfolio also. Okay, who is the next one now? Yes, you can share the screen.
Hello, I am Nilay Rathod, and here you can see this is my homepage, and I have served in the internet that what should it contain the homepage.
Just a minute. Huh? I'm just adding your screen.
Okay, so here you can see that homepage, and it contains many such important things that I have put in throughout my website. And the second thing is the Creative Corner. Here you will find that in Creative Corner I have mentioned prompting. The digital AI is able to generate images, but generation is not and may not be considered as a creativity, but prompting can be. And it is an emerging field, and people are getting paid for this. So you can see this images are generated with Midjourney and OpenAI, and this video is also generated through Stable Diffusion. And it is a little difficult in comparison to what we are doing with image generation. And here you can see the screenshot that I put this prompt frame wise, and this is the like HTML. So these typings are a little bit difficult to understand to generate this. And this is the poem in which I have written in the classroom. So that's all on my end. Thank you.
With the advent of AI, now we are having what we see is as new kinds of job opportunities, and we should be ready for these newer jobs. Earlier, we used to tell our students that you can be a good content writer. You can earn lots of money by writing blogs or website content, and lot many people are always required to write things in a correct English language. So there is a good opportunity as a side income also. Working from home, you can do this. And people used to pay, our students also were earning good amount of money, 25, 40, 50,000 rupees people used to earn. Now that job is gone forever. Now people are not going to hire you for correct English. Now they will hire Chat GPT. If Chat GPT is asking $20 per month, people will pay $20 per month also. That will also not be costly, because the result will be far better than human beings so far as a normal language is concerned. Normal, if you want very high creative use of language, that's a different story. But if you want normal writing for your products on your website or blog, then this. So these skills which Nilay has reflected, prompting or any other things. He also is very good in designing certificates. So most of the certificates which are given during our national seminar or prepared during for our other events also, they all are quite well designed by him also. So with digital, a kind of a sense of aesthetics will be required, and if you can merge both the things together, it is a wonderful skill that one can acquire with this. Okay, next one will be the next. Yes, yeah. Share your screen.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I hope my screen is visible right there. And
Yes.
yes, so this part of my digital portfolio is that I have done or I have completed this finishing school program. That was my UG when I was having this graduation. So one thing I found good is that it taught me a lot about professional setting of the places and the things there, and I found that how not to mingle our personal lives with our professional lives. So this is very depict here. So if you can also get this part, then do it. It is very fruitful activity to do there. So thank you so much.
Good finishing school is a very good concept. what change in your personality has that brought, because that is all about how you get ready for the society, job market, and how it brings a necessary change in the person. Many times students are quite introvert and they need to become a bit extrovert. Finishing school will give you that exposure that you can become a bit extrovert and you can perform in a better way also. So similar way, if any specific thing you can identify, that you can later on add also. Yes, yes, next one. Yes, yeah, share your screen. Yeah. Unmute and share. Yeah.
Yes. I would like to share my journey with videos, YouTube videos. Uh, Firstly, in my life, never I have even made a video or anything like that. But coming to the department, I have started making videos, and the best part of this I like is the video which was assigned as an activity to us, the Breath by Samuel Beckett, in which I have taken the video from the backward area, and I have interpreted myself by making videos. I have even my critical thinking has also increased, and my interpretations has also been changed.
Okay, fine. So yeah, you can mute yourself. Okay, so that is about video making, and it also helped you in developing your critical thinking ability also while making the video. Okay, so video making is not only technical side, you also require to do script writing. Lots of writing of the content is necessary when you make, and that is where you improve yourself also. Yes, next. Yes, yeah, you can share your screen. Here, let me add you. Put your camera properly. That flap is not proper. Yes, you can share your screen. Just a minute. The only cards also or animated one? So here you have not put that. So that you should display. Cards are fine. Other people also do, but any additional thing. So GIF or video also you should reflect. So the best of the thing you should when you make this professional branding means people should say લોકો એમ કહેવા જોઈએ કે તમારા વિશે થોડું ઓછું બોલો એમ એટલું વધારે બોલવાનું કોઈ એમ નહીં કે જે તમે થોડું વધારે કહો એમ ન થવું જોઈએ એમાં એમ થવું જોઈએ કે થોડા તમારી ઓછી વાત કરો એ રીતે વાત કરવાની when you talk about professional branding or your work that way you have to talk about it. Okay, who else will be there? Okay. Who is there? Amisha, Dhwani, anybody inside? Okay. Okay, Dhwani, you share your screen, and then Amisha, we will take. Okay? That will be last two. We will be able to take now. Okay? Is it connected your or the screen is frozen? I think. Now it's working. Yeah. To unmute. Okay.
પાણી
Yeah.
અંદર ઢેફું પીગળે એ રીતે પીગળવું તું, તમને ખાલી મળવું તું, ભીતરથી જળહળવું તું. I was taking part in elocution competitions from 8th standard, but after coming to the department, I got so many opportunities to speak in so many competitions, and also I started hosting events. So this is something that is turning point of this is the elocution competition, the recent elocution competition, in which the National Youth Parliament I have participated, and I have been there for 3 days in Parliament. So this was something like the one of the best moment of my life, and I also got a chance to speak there. I also got chance to meet so many people, and I also a very historical place. So this.
To represent Gujarat in the youth parliament. So that is a very good success here. Okay, next one. Yes, share your screen.
My name is Emisha Ravani, and I just wanted to show you that the major concern about the master studies is that literature has shaped me in a way that when I was pursuing my bachelor degree, I was thinking about only English literature. When I came to this department and literature came in so many ways, like now I am thinking about regional literature and other literatures. And secondly, I want to talk about the metaphor I have used in my literature, that is kaleidoscope. Why I have chose this metaphor? Because when we use kaleidoscope, every term piece of the language appears new, and ideas and emotions revealing a beautiful perspective on the world. Like it is a medium that allows writers to express their thoughts, emotions, and experience in a way that on the many writers express their opinions and livelihood in their work. So when kaleidoscope is a motion picture shows we and we now literature in many ways. Another point I want to go is that
It's outside. Okay, so you talked about this. I next one, because this you have to also speak in the evening, where you have to refer to what is your metaphor. Yeah. You have to share again the screen. No, let me add.
I inspire taking pictures with the which stories by all safe. So that's what I want.
Okay, who is next? Hi, share your screen. You can unmute yourself and share the screen.
Okay. Is it visible, sir? Okay. So I would like to write poetry since I was in seventh, and mainly I was firstly I was writing poetries in Gujarati, and later on when as soon as I grow up, I started writing in English also, and some of my poetries are got published. Published. So I would like to share that with you. These are the some poetries that are published in TOI supplement Rajkot Plus, Identity, You Are the Warrior, and other poems. Then I am also writing articles and essays, and this is the article written by me that was published on the occasion of Women's Day in a digital newspaper. It was Saurashtra Tehelka in that, and I was also worked as a columnist. So these are the columns that was published in the digital newspaper Saurashtra Tehelka. And along with that, I would like to share some other things that are published. Uh, Here are the books that was in which I was worked as a co-author. First, there is a rainbow anthology. In that, I have sent three of my poems got published, and this is the certificates. And the second one was Shakti Ekanokos. It was that also in that also my two poems got published. So in that books, in these two books also, I have worked as a co-author. Thank you.
Okay, so it is very good publishing poetry newspapers. Is we always proud of such kind of publication things. Okay? So such pages you have to highlight on the digital. So those people who come, they can land on that page easily. Yes, next. Anybody is ready? Then we can take one or two more if anybody wants to showcase. Yes, you can share your screen. But it's not visible yet. You sharing that? Now it is. You can.
So here is my photos from
So here is my
Manipur.
photos from Manipurba Mahila College. And
I would like to say that these are
I
the
would like to say that these are my presentations and the first national seminar I have attended from UG. So it was like a very fearful kind of stage fear we had while in
and now moving to
UG.
what literature I have written in my mind map
Yeah,
test while having admission here.
but
Here I have given
getting
the
admission here.
common answer
Here I
that
have given
everyone
the
does. I took the answer from communication skills that
the
what
answer
is
from
because
communication
media
skills.
or magazines or books are known as literature. But coming here, I found that literature
But
is
coming
vast
here,
and
I found that literature is vast
we
than that.
have literature shaped me.
We have literature
So, literature has a profound impact on shaping who
has
am
a
I, as I
profound
am.
impact on shaping
And it
who
has
am
been
I,
like a roller coaster
and
ride
it has
pursuing,
been like a roller
uh,
coaster ride
pursuing the masters
with
from Department of English.
the
And
masters
it's like
from
a ride
Department of
from
English
Greek
and from
mythologies
Greek
to Indian
mythologies to
revolution.
Indian
It was
mythologies. It was like
kind of a good practice
kind
with
of a good
digital
practice with digital tools.
we,
You
uh,
can say
overcome our
we
stage
overcome
fear
our
and
stage fear and
increase consciousness
increase
while facing
consciousness while
audience.
facing audience. So
While pursuing my master's,
pursuing my
I
masters,
have
I
gone
have
through a lot
gone
of
through a lot
stage,
stage
but
fear.
soon I
But soon
practiced
I
and I
practiced
learned
and
how
I
to
learned
be
how to be a good, rather so just a student.
we
We
practice to
practice
be
to
a
be
research
a research
scholar.
scholar from.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're sharing the editing page. You have to share the website. That also is digital skilling that is necessary. That what am I sharing? Is necessary. I link or not. So that skill, if we are not aware, then also there is still poor in digital skills. So we have a website, but we don't know how to share the link of the website. Or I have a blog or a YouTube channel, but I don't know how to share the link of a YouTube or a blog. A link of that. So that also you need to learn from anybody who is nearby. That what is the proper and why there was edit page that you shared instead of the website that you have to share. Okay, so this will be end with a final sharing of this that on this website we have put all the digital portfolios of the students up till now. So we have this blog which can help people to go when they Google with these keywords like project blended learning, project blended learning, which we started with the first batch of 10, 12, batch 2010. Those who have taken admission. With that we started this project blended learning, and since then it is working very well. So this will be, I think, the 12th batch. This batch detail will come here very soon. Uh, and when you click on this, you are taken to this website. This is another site specifically on this project blended learning. And here you will see the list of the year ones. So if you want to see the oldest one, then also like in 10, 12, also the students how they were the presentations and how they prepared that. There was this very primitive stage of Google Site was there. So it was not as rich as it is today also. So in those days, how they work, that is the list here. Once you click on any of the names, then you may go to their site and you can get some basic things. So in those years, earlier, it was not as rich as it is now. Now you are doing a lot of things. Echoes, somebody's mic might be on. Is there anybody's mic on? Hello, unmuted, mute it. Yeah. Okay. Uh, this one, and old sites are now out of this also. So then later on, when you come down to more recent times, you get a better looking websites also prepared by students. So you click on any of the names and then you can see the things there from this. But all these years things can be visualized. Normally semester 2 students, those who are now in semester 2, when you have a year to complete and you want to see that who has done best, and whenever you are free you can visit this site and you can explore that what way the students of last 10-12 years in the department they are working, what they have done, and how you can select the best from everybody. You can, how you can make this best from everybody, and your digital portfolio seems to be of better quality than of the previous batches. Also, how you can do that. Now we have more advanced tools now than we had 5-7 years back. So it is, there is always a chance to make things look better than it was what it was in the past. Okay, so with this we end this first session here, and according to our schedule that I have shared with you, we will meet again for our second slot around 2 o'clock. Our time is 2. So till then you have a time to talk with the college students or the UG semester 2 students and interact with them. They will keep on asking you something, so you can talk with them about your digital portfolio till then. We are ending this first session. We'll join again at 2 o'clock.